Hey everyone, John Henry here from support@schooloftrade.com, and today we're taking a look at a nice 1-2-3 reversal wave short here. So crude oil's been selling off pretty heavily all day, and we just got our first fill here, so I'm going to pop my target down here. Let's go one tick above that at 41, and we need to add our stop in up here at 90. Now, like I was saying, crude oil has been getting hammered down pretty much all morning here, and you can see ever since this cross down this morning at a little before 8 o'clock, it's done nothing but go further down. Now we've come into this balance area here where we're just getting this chop back and forth right here, and this is actually where we've started creating this morning range. Now we've had a 1-2-3 reversal up, and this would have been a 3-4-5 cross to go higher with that cross in the middle there, and that would have been a viable trade, except for the downward pressure that we've been having all morning. It's not looking like that's going to be the best direction there. So we're looking at hopping back in on this move short with this nice 1-2-3 reset. And now I say reset because we've had this 1-2-3 higher, and now we've since crossed back down, giving us another chance to hop back on board on this push lower. So we have had our fill up here at 101.65, looking for a second entry here at 101.70, third entry at 101.74, fourth at 101.81, and my stop up at 101.90. I'm not interested in scaling in at the 101.85 just because this isn't the high of day and there's nothing really supporting this this move that high. If we start reaching up in this area, it's going to be time to start cutting it and looking to get out. So and then our overall target, if I scrunch this down a little bit, our overall target's down here at 101.41, and then we'll be looking to take our profit off there. If we begin moving further up and start scaling some of these positions in before we go down, we'll start adding targets on the way down to really kind of ratchet in some more contracts and a little bit more selling here. So we're getting a little bit more of a pop higher now, and we had our second fill. So now what we can do is with this second fill, we can look at adding a couple more targets in here. So we'll scale this up, add our limit there, and we just want to bump that to 2. Oops, not 3. Well, now I can do 3, I guess. That works out. So we'll bump that up to 3, raise this a little bit higher, push that up here, and we'll add our secondary target right there. So now we're looking at, if we fall directly from here and we don't go any higher, we'll be looking at an overall target, our first target down here at 101.63, second target at 101.56, third target at 101.41. If we do continue higher, we'll be looking to scale another contract in short at 101.81 to continue this further down. So now that we've got most of our contracts filled, we'll give it a minute here, and then we'll come back once we start getting some movement in our direction, or at least against or really anything. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. So now we've had our first target taken out. So I'm going to take this secondary sell off. I'm going to bump this back down to 2. And what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to bump it down to 1 now. So that's the only one that's left on there. And we're going to move our stop to break even. Now, because of our average position, break even isn't really an option, so I'm going to go a little bit ahead of it. And now that we've, holy cow, now that we've broken through this low here, we're going to be looking to trail our stop on the way down. So we came a tick away from our target and then bounced immediately back higher. So what we'll do is we'll trail our stop a couple ticks above this. We'll give it a little bit of room here. I'm not liking how it came down that quick and has since bounced up. That's usually indicative of a stop run. So if we get a reversal bar here, I may just get out. Well, no, the stop is in. We'll let it take us out regardless. So what we'll do is our target is down here at 101.41. Because we've had multiple contracts here, I'm willing to let it run. We've got our initial target out. If you're trading just one contract, it would be a good time to just get out now. That was probably a stop run. We'll most likely see a push down with a little bump back higher, and then a move right back down into our target. So we'll come back once we get a little bit more price action here and hopefully get our fill, and then we'll see how we do. Okay, so we did have a move back up into the secondary trigger zone here, and then a push back down now. Now we're nearing this second area, so we can actually kind of adjust this a little bit now. Looking at this as a target, we may be able to bump this a little further down into this next area here. I'm going to go a little bit ahead of it down here at 36. just because now we've had a secondary entry right here. We've got our stop trail down. I'm going to bump that down a little bit further here above that 64. I'm going to go 5 ticks above this, so we're going to go to 38. See if we can eke a little bit more out of here since it made us wait. So now that we've had this, this is going to be a 3-4-5 move now, hopefully into this target down here at 101.38, which will give us a final runner target of 26 ticks. So we'll come back and we'll see how we end up here, and then we'll continue and have a wrap up. Okay, we're back. So we did end up getting that final push down into that target, so bumping that little bit of extra profit out of there, definitely a really, really good choice to hop in there. I'm going to cancel my stop here, and that's going to be the overall trade. So if you have any questions about this setup, feel free to send an email to School of Trade, and they'll be sure to get back to you as soon as you can. Have a good one.